Bitcoin RSI, which is the relative strength index, a metric we often use here on the pod, says 233,000 Bitcoin price in play and possible here for Q1, which is right around the corner. We just entered Q4. So in another 3 months, we'll be in Q1 of 2025. So let's break this baby down and let me know, how would a 233,000 Bitcoin price action impact your life? Let me know in the comments. And after I'm done reading this, I'll read your comments out loud. So here we go. Bitcoin price action is currently consolidating above $67,000, around that ballpark at the time of the live stream. And applying standard deviation to the monthly RSI, analysts suggest that the top of the current bull market may equate to about $250,000. Let's break it down. This is possible by referencing the historical highs of the monthly RSI readings, again, which is the relative strength index metric, which corresponds to the blow-off tops on the biddy. Quoting him here, the top of the trend channel for the monthly RSI is around 88.6 in Q1 of 2025. If you're expecting it not to get hit, then you believe this time is different. And such a short deadline in itself, not out of the ordinary. As the prediction notes, Bitcoin's previous bull market produced rapid upsides towards the macro peaks. Quoting him again, there is plenty of apathy and disbelief in the market right now. After a long consolidation, perfect time for price to rip higher, further than the hive mind believes. Last cycle, price went from 10,000 to 67,000 in 7 months, largely driven by Grayscale buying 400,000 biddies. Now we have trillions of TradFi dollars waiting to FOMO like a mofo after the price discovery, and after they realize it is not a triple top. So BitData21 added that there was more confluence with Bitcoin reaching the 250,000 zone that would be uploaded to X at a later date. So those seeking Bitcoin price breakouts often use this RSI metric as a forward-looking indicator. We share it every day when I pull up the live charts via TradingView, as we did earlier today. And on the lower time frames, the daily RSI stood at around 62.7 today, October 15th, per TradingView, above the key 50 midpoint, but not yet breaching the overbought 70 mark. Trader Mag supported the idea that the monthly RSI may not only pass 70, it could hit the extreme levels. Quoting him here, each bull cycle, Bitcoin peaks when the monthly RSI enters the extreme overbought zone at above 90. We haven't seen that happen in this cycle yet. The monthly RSI still has a lot of room to grow. And if history repeats, the next leg up will be epic. And let's dissect this motherfrickin' chart, shall we? Check this out, family. You should be able to see it live on your screen. Let's blow the mofo up. So yeah, check it. You can see the previous cycles, 1, 2, 3, and 4 is where we're currently at for the halving. We've had 3 previous halvings. The very first halving in Bitcoin history was in 2012. The market went absolutely parabolic, and in 2013 hit that cycle peak of 13,000. Big correction, as you can see on the chart. And then we ascended after the next halving of 2016. The year preceding the halving, we hit the next cycle peak at a roughly 20,000 top. Then we corrected again in the Bitcoin winter, consolidated, and then we ran up again in 2020, the year of the halving. And then by 2021, I believe it was November 10th, we hit the $69,000 all-time high. And in my humble opinion, we would have hit 100,000 very realistically back in 2021 if we didn't have scammers like Scam Bankman-Fried and Terra Luna's Do Kwon destroying the industry, and if we didn't have incompetent criminal regulators working for the SEC. I'm not going to mention any names, but you know who I'm talking about. That's just in my opinion. And then obviously we had the bear winter, and then I think early 2022 we were sub 20,000, and obviously we just had a halving this year of 2024 back in April. I think it was April 19th, and you can see the circle of the halving roughly where we're at. So if history is to rhyme, which typically it does if it doesn't necessarily repeat, we can very realistically see a $220,000 target, potentially $233,000. In fact, my bear scenario for this particular cycle is 222 G's. My bull scenario, and I think we hit this in 2025, is this high is 750. I think most likely it'll be between 222 and 750. So the medium there, average, would be roughly 500,000 per Bitcoin, which is right in alignment with Plan B stock to flow model that projects Bitcoin hovering above $500,000 between 2024 and the next halving scheduled to take place in 2028. Let me know if you agree or disagree. I'm going to read your comments out loud. Welcome everyone to the Q&A segment of the live stream. Christopher says, the position of the 220 looks like a 500 Gs. There's a lot of bullish signals, says Greg Poppin. Bitcoin above the 200-day simple moving average, the golden MACD cross on the weekly in the RSI, D equals 65, W equals 57, means all are in the bullish control zone. More push-ups, y'all. You can do all them push-ups to pump up your chest, but Bitcoin's going to pump up the rest. How do you like that? We're going to dominate the finance lives, baby. Or does that say fiancés? Regulators suck. Yeah, that's right. The only regulators I approve of are Nate Dogg and Warren G. And Nate Dogg, rest in peace, brother. 222,000 is just so fun to say. We'll be there someday. I believe in you, facts. You're my boy, Blue. Let's go. Hodl, hodl, hodl. Be thy name.